next, we'll tell you 10 ways to cut down on everyday costs.
Good, I'll be listening.
That includes eating leftovers.
Buying shredded cheese.
Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. Walk into the club.
A little worried it wasn't the edit version.
We're just going to wrap him up in bubble tape because during the commercial break, he now has a paper cut on his finger.
I need a vacation.
You're not driving home.
Every single day, we all do little things that cause us to lose money.
The home economist, Brett Graff, is here today to tell us some ways to cut down on everyday costs that you're not even thinking about.
This is very interesting. I would like to hear all about this.
Okay, good. Well, let's start with our cars.
Okay.
Okay. We have to keep them serviced and light. So a car, I guess it's just like a human. It operates more. Well, it operates more efficiently when it's in great shape. So if your tires are flat, it's going to take more gas to move it forward. And then if your tires have the right amount of pressure and you don't have your file cabinet or your bikes or your rollerblades in it, it's going to move.
Right. So take care of your car up front. It'll save you money in the long run.
In the long run.
In the long run.
Good
Okay.
stuff.
And did you know that we don't need high-octane gas? Most of us don't need high. You knew that?
I did. Well, I'm a traffic reporter.
Oh, right. Look what I'm talking. So did you know that you don't need high-octane gas? Most cars, if you look at the owner's manual, recommend they ask for the regular.
Right. Absolutely.
And
So save money, stop buying the high stuff, unless you got a fancy car.
well, yeah. And actually, what the FTC says is that unless you hear a knocking sound in your engine, when you use the regular octane. And just hearing it once or twice won't ruin the engine, they say. I mean, persistent loud knocking will, but...
Right. Okay.
So that probably means you got other problems.
Yeah. Anything else with the car, or do we have moving on to kids now?
So we can move on to kids.
Okay.
Well, for your kids and for yourself, we want to check our cell phone bills. Now, there's a practice out there. It's called cramming. It's illegal, but it doesn't stop it from happening. Third parties sometimes somehow get charges onto your cell phone and your landline. And the most common charge is for $9.99. It's low enough that you don't,
You just think it's part of your bill.
Right. So you want to
check your bill.
You want to check your cell phone bill, and you want to question anything that sounds really generic, and anything that sounds like you didn't order it, like ringtones or astrology reports. You know.
Right. So this might have been something you got a text message and you replied, not knowing you replied, and then all of a sudden you're opted into some deal.
Right. Or even sometimes you enter online your cell phone into whatever it is, and it's found. So we want to check our cell phone bills. Okay. Another thing with kids, a lot of our kids are taking lessons, and we need to make weekly lessons because we need to know that we have a slot. The instructor needs to know that they have that time. And that they're going to be making that income, but it's practice that makes perfect, not lessons. So what we can do is we can split our weekly lesson with another family and have bi-weekly lessons, or we can split it with 4 other families and have it once a month and make sure that we practice during those other times, or when the regularly scheduled lesson would be, and you can slice the cost of the lesson.
Fewer lessons, more practice.
Yeah, well, that's
when we
what
were
it
kids,
is.
the only time we ever did anything was when we went to the lessons.
Right.
We never practiced. And my mom's like, I'm not letting you have piano lessons anymore if you're not going to practice.
And you're like, fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, after she'd already dumped hundreds of dollars into piano lessons.
You know
Ask me how much piano I can play.
How much can you? All right. How much can you play
None.
now? Okay, so you
can play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, maybe.
Maybe. Not right now with those fingers.
All right, what's up next?
Okay, you want planning. We want to take an hour a week, at least, to plan our meals. When you take an hour to plan, you have time to look through the circulars, you have time to see what's on sale, you have time to plan recipes. And it's not just about buying what's on sale, but it's about having actual ingredients in your refrigerator and not having to stop. If you added up how much we spent stopping at a convenience store for even a sandwich, and if you have a family, it's going to be like 3 or 4 or 5 sandwiches. It's pennies to make that same sandwich at home. It's definitely better for you.
Yeah, meal prep.
So 1 hour. You don't go to the grocery store being like, let me see what I'm going to get.
No, definitely not. You sit down, you spend an hour thinking, this is what I'm going to do Monday, this is what I'm going to do Tuesday.
Especially because females never go in and get one thing. You might say you need mustard, but you're still going to come out with about $20, $25 worth of stuff.
Never in my... I've always wondered if it was possible to buy one thing.
No, it's not. Because even if you just go and get the mustard, then when you get in the checkout line, you're like, oh my gosh, look what's on the cover of Cosmos. And then you get the Cosmo, and then you're like, I'm kind of hungry, I need a candy bar on the way home, then I'll need a breath mint because I don't want my husband to know I ate a candy bar, and then, you know.
I think we should be rewarded for going to the supermarket anyway, so I always get myself like an ice cream. I spend half as much time looking for the ice cream that I'm going to get for having been to the supermarket. But if you plan it in advance and you just have enough stuff, I actually also think it's much easier to throw together a salad or something than it is to order takeout anyway, but it's definitely more cheaper.
Yeah. What about water bottles?
So, well, you know, have you ever read the back of a water bottle? Most of them say it's from like a pure natural spring or tap. Like it'll say tap water. So
we're buying tap water.
A lot of us are paying 100%. It's not always purified.
Here's my fancy bougie water is what they tell me.
I see what it says. I don't know if I can either.
Yeah.
But
that one might actually be
ingredients.
Might actually be real water, not tap water.
For more, I can't.
Here, let me look.
Let's see. This is my fancy water. Yet I don't do the Deer Park. I do the Voss.
That is really fancy.
I know,
I mean,
right?
that's not.
I get it on sale though.
But you know what you can do is you can put
water from Norway.
From Norway.
See, it's from Norway.
That's what it says.
But that could still be from a tap in Norway. You know?
That's true.
It doesn't say it's from a stream.
The truth is that most tap water, or most municipal water rather, is safe.
Yeah.
It's tested all the time. So I would take your fancy bottle, keep that, and refill it from the tap. I mean, you probably won't be able to tell the difference. And
okay,
so we're out of time, Brett. Where can people go for more information on all of these?
TheHomeEconomist.com.
And your book?
Yeah, not buying it, stop overspending, and start raising happier, healthier, more successful kids. A lot of times we buy things as parents because we're afraid and we're competitive, and it's not necessarily helping.
So smart.
That wasn't my parents growing up. They were like, you're going to do without. Suck it up.
Yeah, no. I totally know what you're talking about.
Although my dad accuses me of spending money because I'm afraid it's going to rot.
Oh, is that right?
Well, you spend money like it's going to rot.
Are you worried about that?
Hey, you can't take it with you. You might as well spend it now.
That is true.
Thank you, Brett.
All right, thank you, Brett.
Great to be here.
More of LTL after the break.